Hello boys, it's me, Yoshi here, and welcome back to my DLC run of Pokémon Shield. This is actually going to be the final video, and this is going to be a mixed video. We might mix in some Dynamax Adventures, but other than that, we're going to actually do one more full attempt on Dynamax Adventures, and if I still haven't gotten Necrozema by that point, then I might do some offline attempts to get it. And I'll show you the cuts you have to get if that does happen. But anyways, we're here at the Windleton Stadium again. Remember my Cell Challenge of me taking on a different tournament. Well, there's actually a second tournament that locks, so we're going to talk to Leon about it. Hey Yoshi, you made it. Follow me to the battle court. We can talk there. You ready, right? Yeah. Right, then here we go. This is all what we've been waiting for. Okay, so we're standing to the battle court here for a cutscene, a very special cutscene that's really interesting. This is a secret cutscene that's exclusive to players who have finished the DLC, both DLC packs, and have also finished the main game as well. You need to finish everything to get this a lot. Hey, Yoshi, so he called you here too, eh? What is this? You mean Lee didn't tell you anything? I've been really busy while I study, so I actually turned Lee down at first, but then, well, that lever of mine doesn't give up easily. Forgive me for interrupting when you two seem so intent on leaving the rest of us out. Hey, you're Avery, right? From the Master Dojo. As I would expect from one related to the former champion, you clearly have an elegant mind and former memory. An elegant what? I've redoubled my training efforts since my last defeat at your hands, you see. And my efforts were rewarded gloriously. You are looking at the chosen leader of the Sidekick Gym. Oh, that's amazing. While Gym is still in the minor division, but you can feel free to praise me some more. It's perfectly diverse, of course. That really is amazing. I hope you'll keep working towards reaching a major division. Ha! As for sure, I'll bring my best opponents to this competition. A fearsome challenger to face down. Suddenly, I feel all fire up for this thing. Everyone's taking it that seriously. I don't want to be the one to lose. Just what I like to hear. Alright, everyone. Sorry to have kept you waiting. First things first, I want to say a quick thank you to all of you for coming running when I called. I really wanted to explain this in person because I wanted to be sure I could get across to you how great this idea is. Would you take a look at this guy? Getting all serious on us in your old age, are you? What is this grand idea anyway, Leon? Don't start in on me, Ryan. I'm really trying here. I've spent my whole life battling with myself to become the greatest trainer. And then I saw a Kuyoshi goose drawn by competing against my little brother Hop, and much it made Hop grow too. It really proved to me how much further you can go when you're battling against a proper rival. And now I've taken over running the league from Chairman Rose. I'm thinking I want to bring even more thrilling battles to our wonderful Galar region. So for both of these reasons, I've called all of you here today to tell you that I'm declaring the Glarian Star Tournament open. Glarian Star what? Does he ever tire of dragging other people into his nonsense? The Glarian Star Tournament will be an elimination tournament in multi-battle format. Choose here to pair up with the strongest partner you can think of, then pool your power and work together to try and win your way for the tourney. Yeah. You should find someone to partner with for the tournament. So we get a few choices here. We have some of the gym leaders and some of the other stuff, but I want to see sort of a true ending here, so we're gonna just pick our rival. That's safe for you. He knows how to start a turn nice and proper. Except you have to see her. Oh, I know. Cool Yoshi. If you haven't settled on a partner yet, why not tee up with me? Yes. Nobody's gonna be able to stop this team. We're sure to win the tournament. You'll see. If we want to really get this good fame, then we should probably do that. I see you've chosen a partner very well. I'll process your energy. There we are. Our teams have been successfully registered. Very good. Register you and Harp as partners. Now, are you ready to proceed? In that case, please head to the locker room. So we have to go through these again, but this time we have Our first free Pokemon be put into our party, and then it's a free format. Now let's see which brave trainers will be kicking off the first match off. It's Cool, Yoshi, and Hop versus Milo and Nessa. Okay. There's a lot to be matched up against the champions team in round 1, eh? Come on, Milo, don't tell me you're throwing in the towel already. Together, I bet we can sweep our opponent even if it's the champion. You can say that again. In that case, I better put my back into it and show off a little. Don't get too confident, man. Me and my Pokemon have become a lot stronger since the gym challenge. Don't let the new Hop surprise you, mate. You can call me. If we're going for, like, different endings, I think this is, like, the best ending you could probably get, so we're doing this. And we actually get the gym leader theme this time around. Otters got all my Pokemon energies and energized and happy. Oxteam is any fame. It says. It's going for me first in fake outing right away. That's annoying. Oh, we get turns between who does what. So I did do some training. The Dust is now level 100. Which gives it a decent advantage in this fight, but other than that, it'll be kind of hard to do stuff. Here we go. We're just gonna go straight for one opponent. When you're in multi-battle format, you want to pick a specific opponent that you don't like and KO that opponent as soon as possible. The sooner you KO him, the better your team will do, because then you're only facing one Pokemon at a time and it gives you a massive advantage. So all trainers will be able to Dynamax, by the way, if it gets around to their turn and they have the ability to Dynamax. I'm gonna probably want to remove this after I'm done. That was pretty useless most of the time, to be fair, so we want it to get rid of itself. Okay, Toxax took a little bit of damage. Time to dig in your heels for our friends. Just need to grow until we reach victory. Nessa could potentially Dynamax, but he's probably not gonna choose to. Still going for the same opponent. Because he's unable to Dynamax, he won't get a chance to Dynamax. Otherwise he would've, right here. Alright. This tournament is sort of forced. You can't really do randomness until a little bit later. I don't even want to use that. And it's protecting itself, of course. But it couldn't protect itself, and it got hurt anyway. Now it gets protected. Okay, now we just have to pull for the resistances, unfortunately. Not a good way of doing this. Crit. And yes, I am using a series of Pokemon here. Though I probably won't need them. This isn't technically a best sold challenge. I'm not mentioning it as a best sold challenge, but I will be trying to focus on using that strategy, because using Rust is still probably better than using anything else. Is it gonna use First Impression? Not this time. I think that only works on the first turn, now that I think of it. Even my last drop is enough to submerge you. Alright, Messa's gonna immediately Dynamax since this is her last Pokemon. To be marooned in the widest of seas, Dreadmaw, time to Dynamax. It's also a Rot type, so it won't actually fully resist me necessarily. Okay. Now we have to deal with this guy, but we are more than prepared for him. And we'll just deal like half of his health right there anyway. And we got him. So you can see how broken this strategy is. You basically just pick an opponent that you don't like. In this case, Milo super affects me, so I went for him because I want to take him out first. Oh, such a fine showing of a teamwork that I'm ready to take both of you as Farmans. That pair of us got washed clean away. Sure, a tough opponent, aren't you? Well, good luck in the next battle. I am using the Mystic Law this time. We're just gonna go as quickly as we can for this. Let's keep Hane's white hot lady still, and it's time to can Kuliyoshi and Hop win against Melanie and Alistair? The dual poke trainers that are only in Shield version are teaming up with each other. Well, look who we're up against. Now, champion, no hard feelings when we win. I'm not so great with multi-battles. Alistair, no whining. Now's the time to stand tall, understood? I'll try my best. Pretty odd team they make, isn't it? Still, they could turn out to be a good combo in their own right. It's time for the post-week Dream Team to show what Phil can do. Yep, here we go. And once again, we get the Gym Leader theme again. Nice. I'm not sure who to go for. Either of them could do a lot of damage. Would rather team up, make our opponent shiver than ice and ghost types. Right you are. We'll send chills down their spine. Okay. I'm gonna save my Dynamax this time. Part of why I used it was to make sure I KO'd rival as early as possible without failing, but now I'm as worried. I'm just gonna spam snipe shot like I usually do in these battles. Because I'm level 100, I do a lot of damage to everything. Okay. Although Double got frozen, he's still in there because he's a big Chegg, so he'll take it for now. And keep in mind, this Darmanitan is not a fire type like he usually is. He is actually an ice type. That's one thing that a lot of people forget sometimes. Because I do want to technically stick with the honor of the Soul Challenge, that's why I leveled up Best to 100, so we can attempt a no items run. The final freeze is the deepest. Ready to shiver down to your bones. Oh yeah, that's right, we have Lapras now. This is the chill one. Okay, we're both gonna end up Dynamaxing here. Okay, I'm just gonna use Max Fetterby on him instead. And then go for a water one near the end. We both have the ability to Dynamax, and since Melody also has the same ability, he will Dynamax at the start of this turn, so we need to counter that. Now here comes Melody's Dynamax. It's like an Ice Age Azumi. How many minutes do you think you'll last? Probably a lot longer. You're the one that's actually gonna not last as long, Melody. As sad as it is. I will say, I think this one Pokemon, if I was doing the Soul Challenge normally, would probably give me the most problems on this version. This one Pokemon right here, Lapras. Just because it happens to have good typing against me. I could potentially beat it by using, like, maybe electric type moves to get past it, but other than that, I don't know what to do. Well, at least we're doing special attacks. Unfortunately, Double is not doing anything. Oh, it still has Max Lightning. Because why not? So it's decently balanced, too. It has Thunderbolt as well. It's going for me. Both of them did. I think we're in a lower stat versus special attack again, so it doesn't do much. That was timed just right, because that's a special attack one again, so yeah, that didn't do as much as it could have. Ooh, I might have to actually use some items on this. It has resistance like crazy, it's really brutal. We have to keep on using this to avoid dealing with the resistance, and then from there we kind of just have to go for resistance. Well, that's unlucky. 3 turns in a row. We could have easily used not dealing with that. Yeah. I still want to continue with the Spirit, so we're gonna revive and swap to keep the silly strategy going. So for this, you're gonna see Blaspheon for just a split second, and then see him go away because we still want to technically use our one other Kokon. Now both Dynamaxes are down, and now we don't have to deal with that. That being said, we now have to deal with the revival situation. Come on, Double, get out! Oh my gosh, that's 4 turns in a row he did that. They're going for me for some reason. They just want to troll me so hard. Okay, well, I'm gonna swap. Swapping this early might not be the best, but they should be going for Double. I don't know why they're not going for him. That's so unlucky. I'm voided. I'm just gonna go for you. Double's still thrown solid. Oh my gosh. Okay, I do not want this to happen anymore. My apologies, Hop, but I'm gonna have to hit your Pokemon, because Double is doing absolutely nothing. We have to kill it so it actually can break out of the freeze and do stuff. So, because it's useless, we're gonna kill it on purpose. And from there, we'll get Zacian, and then we can hopefully do something again. Because Hop was just straight up stuck for a minute. I could have killed his Pokemon a bit sooner, but it's just unlucky that we did that straight away. Okay, now we're gonna sweep his team if he doesn't mind. I did that, by the way, just to have Hop as a backup, because okay, that's still Penta, thank goodness for that. If I was going back to this, then we should have faced Melanie second, actually. Goodbyes are so sad. Please stay with me. Maybe the easier opponent would have been better to take out here, because I forgot Melanie has that water and type, and I could have used Dynamax on that to take it out. So now I know I am clear, but it's fine. I never mention it. That's just the way I'm trying to play, is play without using any items. She won't be any trouble for you, Kuliyoshi. I know you'll win. Leon and Rayhan. If I were to guess, I think Leon is the opponent I should be taking out first. Because Rayhan has a strong Pokemon against me that doesn't work really well with my team. I need to make sure I, although I could use Ice types on him, I'd rather defeat Leon first, because Leon's the easier opponent to trump. Get ready for a great showdown between Kuliyoshi, Hop, and Team Leon/Rayon. So now Leon and Rayon are going together. And this previous champion's gonna want that get first. Hello Yoshi, Hop, I knew you two would make it through. From the moment I saw the turning bracket, I knew this was how things would end up, Lee. Ha! Well, and here we are facing off in the final round. This match will settle who's the strongest team, so let's give it all the effort it deserves. See, I'd still rather win this fame by beating you, Leon, but if it means schooling these two, that maybe teaming up with you isn't too bad either. Come on, Kuliyoshi. We're gonna win, even if we have to pry victory right from the hands of Lee's team. We can't win this. We can win this, mate. We can't lose now. Yeah. Like I said, this is the true way to end this. And now we get the actual theme here. Still Aegislash, just like always. Alright, Rayon, use those rubber chicks and make it rain cheers in a stadium. Way out of you, Leon. I'm already looking forward to taking you on. Here comes an immediate arm. Nope. Actually not. So is he gonna go for King Shield? He's not. Not enough. The annoying sandstorm appears. It's using Steel Beam. Oh, they're actually being nice to me. Remember when I mentioned doubles one opponent was really bad? I mean it when I say that. Like, I don't know why, but Dill's one of the worst Pokemon in this new set. At least that Hob can have. It dying is actually really beneficial to us because then we get Zacian and now we could just destroy them with it. Oh, Leon has a Dragon Ball, okay. He's being interesting, I see. Rayon can potentially Dynamax, but he's not going to. So this big one was sent out first, interesting. And we'll just go ahead and one-hit that with Ice Beam. Now Zacian's damage at Leon to the second opponent, taking him out. We're focusing on one opponent because the sooner we get rid of one opponent, the sooner we can start attacking one. And I'm taking out Leon because I know he's going to have a Charizard because that's what he almost always has. So we'll just one-hit him and be fine. Rayon going with the good draw. Does this one have a weather effect? We're waiting. You know what? Since this other one can actually potentially Dynamax Crits, I'm going to Dynamax now, and we're going to use Max Geyser on Charizard. Because Leon and us are both going to Dynamax, and then I'll take out Leon, and hopefully Zacian does do good enough damage to Good Draw where I could take him out on the next turn, or even KOs him. That'd be nice. If I was going back to that other battle, I would have definitely not taken out Milani that early. I would have gone for the Ghost type, just because it, as Alistair, is slightly easier for my team to kill. So we get another refight, sort of, with Charizard and our opponent. But once again, we're going to use Max Geyser to take care of it. Rip. They are slightly higher than the tournament that we did before, that's for sure. Okay, so we destroyed that team. Alright, so now that Eon's down and can't do anything, and now we're just waiting for our other friend to attack. Meanwhile, Behemoth Blade goes through and just destroys Good Draw in one hit. Nice. Alright, Rayon, time to win this and become the Tutorial Scary and Scar you're born to be. This is my least favorite opponent to face. It's a Steel Dragon type, in case you're wondering. That's why a lot of my moves are resistant to it. But thankfully I have Hailstorm, so I could just do this to it. It doesn't have the ability to Dynamax because Leon wasted his Dynamax, or not really. He tried to use it, and then we just killed him. So the outdone remains normal. I guess that's another reason why I took out Leon first, is so we didn't have to deal with their That was some brilliant teamwork. Thanks a lot for the heart-pounding match. Fought to the end, I still watched. Well, that's fine. As long as I fight to the end next time. Okay. That was a match that fit right in at the Champion Cup. Getting the Glarian tournament up and running was definitely a good idea. Thanks again. The gents, the results of the final round. Except there's a question mark in there. Yeah. You're amazing. You, both of you, our new champion and old one. All our matches were brilliant. Well, this is technically the full end of the main DLC run by doing this. You hear that? The voices of Glarian, the excitement we brought all those people. They can't help but be moved by the fantastic performance you two just put on. Their hearts are crying out for more. This glorious tournament that's brought so much fire to the people of Glarian. Well, its time is up. We have our clear on us. Though it's actually a shame to have ended it after all the fun it's been, which is why Priest announced the Glarian Star Tournament will continue from this day on. Whoa, what? You know, be more matches? That's the best news we had all year. You can have as many tournaments in this multi-battle format as you can stomach. If you want, you can stick it with the same partner next time or try something different. We'll get all the strong Irish traders in Glarian region into this run wild next time, and the next time, and every time after that. As long as the traders in Pokémon keep aiming for the top together. As long as our fans want to watch our battles, they're sweaty with nerves and excitement. We could go on for 1,000 years. We'll carry on forever. Nice. So everyone, until we next meet. Now, let's have the Maximizers play us off. Ooh, what's this? Alright. Okay, so this gives us an alternative credits. So this tournament is actually the ending to DLC, so with that, this actually will be the DLC finale. I actually kind of joked about it, saying, oh, the clue will be the end to the DLC finale, but you don't actually have to complete the question mark clue at all. All you have to do is make it all the way through and do all the DLC stuff. And like I mentioned, this won't unlock until you beat the game regularly, so you first have to beat the game. Beat the ending content, so you unlock Swordbird and Shieldbird. And then you also have to beat both DLC contents. That's completing the storyline to the end, at least. For both Crown Tundra and Isle of Armor. So that means this will technically be the end of the DLC run. I will show a bonus episode later. This will be when I when I actually get a chance to encounter Necrozema. I will show the full encounter against that Pokemon specifically. And if I get lucky enough to get it as a random pick where I could just register against it, then I will show you the full battle. Otherwise, I'll just try and capture it, and then we'll show the end of that clue, because technically we're not done. But that being said, once you've completed both DLC runs and talked to Peony in that secret area, we will I can basically just do some other stuff there. But anyways, we almost took that out without using items. I feel like if I do put my mind to it, I could probably do this no items with Sobble, but it will be a little bit trickier and it'll definitely require some grinding. It definitely requires some grinding against Milo, that's for sure. I think I might have to grind up to level 20, maybe higher. Or just grind until I get lucky enough to get TR Ice Beam early enough. So, it might be one of those I have to level up really high. I'm just saying that because, yeah. A part of the reason why I want to level up slightly higher than usual is because I'm actually planning on attempting to do a no items, no Dynamax run, actually. But that'll probably just be shown as a Twitch video and nothing else. Just because I feel like the way items are now, the X items alone cheese a lot of the game. But it's fine. And yes, this is the ending just like we saw before. Okay. I do want to show what this tournament is like without doing this up, so technically this will not be the end of the finale. I want to show you how to unlock stuff. But beyond that, this is actually the end of the DLC run of Pokémon Shield. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching my video. That's all I want to say. Same thing we saw at the end of the game mainly. This is the ending for the Shield. So anyways, the end for the DLC run. So that technically actually ends this, so if we want to, we can do another video. Here's something to commemorate your victory. We get Sport Uniform and $1 million. So we instantly become a millionaire out of nowhere. One more thing. Seems like there are more trainers who want to pair up with you after seeing a main board this time. Try teaming up with something new the next time you decide to participate. And also, our Pokemon goes through. You want a real old champion? Let me offer my ultra great congratulations. So take this and have a ball battling. So he gets some timer balls here. So now we have a few more characters to play with, and we can actually see what their teams are this time, just by going through other stuff. We're gonna pair with Nessa, because if we just use only water-type moves, then we can use a rain strategy really early on to boost with Nessa. So I'm gonna choose Nessa the second time. Okay, here we go. I want to show how to unlock more opponents, that's why I'm doing this. So, because you need to do this a couple of times. First battle on Team Koshi will be facing off against Team Leon and Hop. Oh, Leon and Hop this time. Okay. I'm not sure who to take out. I think Leon is the most biggest threat. Let's direct the flow of this tournament this way by saving one win for starters. Okay. I'm gonna go for the same opponent like before because... Come on, up. Our brothers is... on to stronger than ways. I know Kyoshi better than anybody. You just leave her to me. We're just gonna snipe shot his team down until we get stuff going. But first we have to deal with a King's Shield. Darn it. It is what it is. Devil is pretty weak, so... I guess, yes, it has Double Edge, but it's pretty weak otherwise, so... We're gonna just leave it be as long as we can and try and get Aegislash down first. Despite being at level 100, Aegislash still doesn't die from it because he has super defense with that. Apparently. Okay, now it changed to blade form, so it's about to attack. Going for me, again. Okay, here we go. Unlike some of the other tournaments, we can't just immediately sweep the team like we did before. It is a little bit random, actually, whether or not we'll be able to sweep it. It really depends if we can... I don't need to Dynamax. Okay. It changed, thank goodness. No, it doesn't affect him. I ought to doff up my cap, but this isn't over yet. Hop can choose to Dynamax now, but I'm not sure if he will. And not even needing a Dynamax this time, just straight up taking out Charizard. Here's the last bit of randomness. Will he die? Nope. Okay, now we're in the clear. That could have been really bad, but anyways, we're going to Dynamax to take out his Zacian so it doesn't deal a lot of damage to us. And then it should be a starter from here, which will be a Cinderace. We can take out both of those Pokemon easily with a Dynamax. Zacian, I'm not sure if I can actually take out in one hit, but we'll see. Maybe this little bit of health will give me enough time. Doesn't matter who I target, because if I target Leon, the one that already lost all of his turn, I'll just go to other stuff. Yes, I am trying to do this with no items this time. But we didn't get lucky at the beginning because of our stuff, so we took some extra damage. A lot of it depends on our team's ability to take attacks for us. Okay, looks like we do have enough health to take out Zacian this time. It's definitely an opponent I would have not taken out if I had not using that. You got up against the wall, mate, but you're about to see what we're really made of. And Hop's gonna Dynamax now at the end, because he had some massive dreams, and the only thing big enough to hold him is Gigamaxing. Right, because he knows how to do the Gigamax thing from the suit, so... Yep, it is gonna be a different character. So Cinderace has changed into Geomax form. We have not gotten our Geomax yet. I would like to do it, but we didn't get enough to make max soup, so... Oh well. It's fine. Is he? Oh, it's a brilliant teamwork. Thanks a lot for the heart-pounding match. So you two, that was a real nail-biter of a match. I expect to be defeated rather well, and I bet the crowd was loving getting some intense battles from the get-go. Okay. Milo and Alistair. Oh, Milo's that annoying point again. Well, we're gonna be taking him out first, clearly, because we do not want to get type advantaged. Actually, he advantages both of us, too, since Nessa is water type user, so we need to take out Milo first, otherwise we straight up die. Okay, this is an interesting team. Just my luck getting pitted up against a grass type user like Milo, but I don't plan on losing. That's what I thought. You've never been one to let type matchups get in your way, Nessa. I'm at my best when I team up with you. It's like a mermaid who's found water. Yep, indeed. I've been tempted to Dynamax early in some of these battles because if I get a Dynamax off early enough, I can eventually get some other stuff here. Hello there, Alistair. No need to get nervous. Let's battle at our own pace. Thanks, Mile. I appreciate it. Okay, I can't snipe at him. This time it used Fake Out on Glycopod, which is much better than me, because now I can actually deal some damage to it early on. It's attacking it back. Okay. And yes, I'm doing 2 of these tournaments instead of 1 because I want to show you how they work. And also how to unlock our characters. But beyond that, I'm not going to show unlocking all the characters since it's literally just doing the same battle multiple times. As this is just a DLC walkthrough, we're only doing this twice, I guess. Once to get the storyline done and get the credits trigger, and then the second to just do something else. SLR is really hard to take down without decent attacks. Okay, good. It keeps going for Golisopod. I have this in my way. Just need to go until we reach victory. Turn of Appletoon. But Alistair's the one that gets the Dynamax, so he does not get a chance to Dynamax this turn, so we can just take him out right here again. You know what? I'm gonna have some fun with this. Remember when I mentioned I could potentially Dynamax? As funny as it is to show off the early Dynamax range strategy, I don't actually need it to this battle, so I'd much rather set up the combo a bit later. So, you know what? I'm just gonna choose not to Dynamax. And we'll get rid of Alistair's team exclusively just using our regular Pokemon. If Nessa wants to Dynamax, it's up to her. And my other Pokemon are slowly gaining levels. Now, Alistair's gonna permanently be stuck with Dynamaxing. He's going for a Protect. And I'm going for the offense. Oh wow, it didn't actually hit. Well, we just found out that that is a range to kill, apparently. Guess that's just my punishment for getting unlucky. Yeah, I have killed this before in one shot, so that was a range to kill it, which means essentially all the moves, when you use them, they do a random amount of damage, and from there, if you get a low enough damage, then sometimes you won't kill it, and other times you will. It's all based off of how much damage you deal with. The stuff that aren't ranges, meaning you'll either kill them, or you won't kill them. But yeah. Because that was so low, though, that was definitely a range to kill him, and we did not get the range there, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I don't do much research, so I don't know what's a range and what's not a range. It's just a random thing that appears. That looks like not a range. And it has Curse Body. Disabled my move. Bit annoying, but I'm still hanging in there. Liquidation is gonna finish it off though, so we took it out in one hit. No Dynamax needed. Of course, next time I probably will Dynamax early at the start of the battle to try and set up a rain. That was a fine showing of teamwork. I'm ready to take both of you on as Fairmans. Koichi was so dazzling it shone right through my mask. Okay. That will be any trouble for you, Koichi. I know you'll win. Oh, now we have an interesting team of Peony and Mustard. Unfortunately, I don't know how to deal with either of these opponents, so I'm just gonna have some fun and actually try the Dynamax strategy and see if Nessa agrees with me or not. She has the ability to use water-type moves, so you'd think she'd want to, I'd want to use that so she could use water-type moves against them, but I'm about to flood the stadium, turn it into an ocean. I'll swim my way through. So we get the 2 DLC people. Because of this, there are 2 new teams we have not seen before. Take it easy on these brittle bones, Sobble. The peony train won't stop for any belly aching. Watch your mouth, youngster. Try not to get knocked out too soon. Okay, so we're gonna try a strategy here that I've been trying to think about, which is the only reason why I paired with Nessa. And that is to Dynamax straight off at the start of the turn this time and go for this opponent on the left. I'm going for Muster because, yeah, I think I might be better off taking out him, just saying. The idea is to set up Rain using this and then keep it for as long as possible. It won't actually work the best. It might be better to use this later. But it's better to use this now than later. And that does not cause a fade. So that's actually good that I did it, because me and Chow was using Fake Out. And apparently Dynamax Pokemon cannot flinch. So that was the perfect play there. It did very little damage to us, and we killed it before it did anything. Beyond Shell is a pretty dangerous Pokemon, to be fair. Oh gosh, Berserker has Z-Bomb? Really? Well, hopefully he just kills it right here. Oh, I almost did that. And see, look at that. Miss Nessa already taking advantage of this and immediately using our water type move. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch for one turn, but it's fine. Because this is a dragon type. I can tell because it's weak to ice, so it's probably a dragon type. We'll just switch to water type next. Is he gonna use it again? Yep. Same target too, because he's good AI. Of course he's gonna do it. This should still do enough. Good. Berserker's out of the way. We don't have to worry about that stupid annoying Seed Bomb doing super effective damage to us. We'll use one more thing to set up. The toughest opponents only make us tired. Time to turn this battle around. This normally seems bad to do, but because we're using a big team, that means we can do a lot of damage really quick. Peony's not really set up to deal with our team because we have a lot of good water type moves. So we're just going to go for Urshifu here. Change the weather again. And probably kill him in one hit. And there we go. So I guess this could be good because, again, by using this, we have a really high chance of killing one opponent really quickly. And it gets us Rain, which allows us to do more damage with water type moves, which is helpful. And Glycerod's going to take a quick switch because of its emergency exit. Head out to Toxapex. And now Peony's going to have to deal with this Rain. So I think that worked really good, because Restart's a pretty strong opponent in this. It's, they're one of those big trainers, so he has level 80-ish Pokemon, and that's a sturdy. Ooh, that's the first time we've seen that in a while. Now, if we had faced an opponent called Roggenrola, we would have gotten a move called Sturdy more likely than not, but for some reason we didn't get it from him, so yeah. Sturdy essentially causes them to... Her steel toughness is everything. A little pressure won't make it any longer. Okay, he's gonna Dynamax here. Potentially. Feels like a dose of you know what. Get ready to see some real bulk. First time seeing him Dynamax. Every single opponent is able to Dynamax except for if you face Spears, he refuses to Dynamax. So you can take advantage of that and just take out the opponent who is able to Dynamax, and then you can potentially not deal with Dynamax at all. But anyway, quick snipe shot takes him out, and bam, we're done. This tournament is over. So what we just did that really destroyed them. They didn't have a chance there. You two make a team as fierce as sharpened steel. Even I got a tap out. Fine moves, fine Pokemon. A fine battle from a fine team. Exactly. That was such a good battle. Congratulations, you two. You earned it. Now that we've done this before, we should get the normal ending. Well, actually, the waves have receded and only you and I are left standing. Congratulations on this victory, Yoshi, and thank you for it. Alright. We got some more money from winning. One more thing, it seems like there are some more trainers who want to pair up with you after seeing your main part at this time. Why not try and team up with someone new? You're on a real world champion. Exactly. We get a rare candy before that. Okay, good. So that was... so that really only had one bad fight, but thanks to all 100, we were able to do pretty well against them. Just not using any X items, but again, I don't want to use X items because they feel kind of cheap. But anyways, this is technically actually the end of the DLC run. The next video I will show on this is just going to be a extra video that I'm going to show once I get access to, what was it? I forget. Necrozema I want to fight. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.